In my family, when it's someone's birthday, it's the tradition for the parents to tell the story of the day that they were born. They tell the highs, they tell the lows, they tell the crazy aspects. No matter how many times my family's heard the story, every year on that person's birthday, the story gets told again. And my great-great-grandmother, Cora, would have had a very, very interesting story to tell. My grandpa likes to tell the story of his mom and his grandma a lot, so I thought I'd share it with you. My great-great-grandmother, Cora, gave birth all by herself. No help from anyone else. So I'll introduce you to her, I'll tell you that story, and I'll also explain how she inspired me. So Cora was a woman who grew up in the early 1900s. She actually moved with her family from Iowa to Nebraska by covered wagon. They were dodging criminals and sometimes families of skunks. So she was a really strong woman to begin with. She then married my great-great-grandfather Ben, and they lived together on a farm in Nebraska, raising their 7 kids, working the land themselves, playing pranks on each other. Ben called her Dolly, and Cora liked to prank Ben. So one day when Cora was pregnant with her 9th child, she started to feel a little unwell. So she told Ben, please, can you ride into town, go get the doctor, I'm just not feeling great. They lived 12 miles out of town, so that was quite a feat. Ben had to get on his horse, ride into town, try and find the doctor. There was no way to contact him, so it was just pretty much whether he could find him or not. Their neighbor Carrie decided to come over just to check on Cora, have a chat, nothing intended behind it. Well, Cora started to realize, this being her 9th baby, that she was going into labor. Carrie, the neighbor, was squeamish at the sight of blood and had never been in the room when a woman gave birth, never having given birth herself. So Cora instructed her what to get: scissors, hot water, towels, all that kind of stuff. And then Carrie left. So Cora gave birth by herself, cut the umbilical cord, swaddled up my great-great-grandma, Carrie Maud, and you heard that right. She named her after the neighbor because it was tradition in that time to name the baby after the person who was in the room first. So my great-great-grandfather Ben comes back from writing. He's like, Dolly, I couldn't find the doctor, I'm so sorry. She goes, that's okay, Ben, I feel better. And she lifts the blanket to show Carrie the baby all swaddled up and safe. So I think that was the best prank she ultimately ever pulled on him. So needless to say, my great-great-grandma Cora was a very strong woman, and I think she exemplified being a badass and being really strong, and I hope that I can bring some of that strength into my own life.